So here's the Masada disassembled for the gearbox and lower receiver. The problem I had when putting this back together was this switch right here, the selector switch. It's really hard to get those gears meshed up when you put the gearbox back into the lower receiver. Today hopefully I'm going to show you the technique that I use, and hopefully you can get yours back working. Okay, so the first thing you want to make sure is that both selector switches are on safety. Then the second thing actually you're gonna do is unscrew this base plate and take the motor out. Alright, now that I got the motor removed, I'm going to remove this switch, the left switch. The right switch can stay assembled. There's a small hex screw right in there that we need to remove to get this off. I have removed the selector switch. It's over here. Watch out when you remove it because there is a little rubber stopper that can come out, and there's a tiny spring in there, so you don't want to lose that. If you're having trouble with taking the gearbox out, you might need to disengage these teeth, and once the motor's out and everything, all you need to do is rotate this clockwise and it'll actually disengage the teeth in there, and then you can slip the gearbox right out of there. Okay, so now the only thing left to do is to put the gearbox back in. First thing I like to do is to make sure this is on safe. It's right around there. Should look like that on the inside, like around there. You want to match the left side up with that. Once you get the wires in there, I always pull them down a little bit before pushing the gearbox all the way in, just because they could get tangled up and split if you tried to force it in there. You can see when I push down on it, this gear actually will rotate counterclockwise like that. So basically, after I put the gearbox in, this switch is still on safety, but this is not. It has disengaged when I put the gearbox in and actually rotated past safety if we put the selector switch back on it. You can see how far past safety it actually is. So what we want to do is take something like this, or pliers, rotate it counterclockwise, and wait for it to engage with this gear. this actually feels a little tight, even though I know it's in line with each other, but it'll feel normal once you screw in those screws to the gearbox and put the motor back in. It won't feel as tight, so just keep that in mind.